Eis Yud of Ata Tetzaveh in these copies is page 13 at the bottom. The last thing that the Rebbe was explaining that there's a level of kosis in Golus, which is from the mere fact that we're in Golus. You can have it great, like it says after Beis Haman Nasati lasted, after there was not only breaking of Haman, transformation of Haman, and everything was good, but Gashmis and Beruchnius, nevertheless, the mere fact that the Jews in Golus, Akata Avda Dachashverish, and now we're still the slaves, Tachashverish, we're still in Golus, that there's no Gili Elokus, there's no revelation of godliness, and he says, even somebody like Rashbi, that there was never a Churban to begin with, but the fact that there is a corner in the world where Elokus is not revealed, that itself bothers the person. And like he said, Chayla equals 49. You could reach the 49th level of Kedusha, but the 50th level you're missing, you're still called Chola. Like the Rebbe used to say, I don't want you Gan Eden, I don't want you Olam Haba, I just want you. Okay. So now he said, Yishleimar, Shabachina, somewhere the Neshama. This level of Mord of the Neshama. Because he says, Kosis of Mesiras Nefesh reveals the essence. Page 13. In this. Okay. He says, Kosis of Mesiras Nefesh reveals the essence of the Neshama. And this Kosis also reveals Ma'or. But the Rebbe writes that this Ma'or, Shem is Galas, Aidein in Kosis, Mizesh and Imsoy Megolus. From the mere fact that we're in Golus, Hinailus Yos is even greater than the level of Ma'or, the Neshama, Shem is Galas, Aidein Mesiras Nefesh. The Rebbe is saying a very great thing over here. That the Ma'or of Kosis, not from Mesiras Nefesh, from the mere fact that we're in Golus, is a deeper level of Ma'or than the Ma'or that comes from Mesiras Nefesh. And you know, the Inyan is, the Me'atayim, thank you, the Me'atayim and Malzeh, Shebamatan Torah, he said, Akas Chola. Why was Bamatan Torah only the beginning? Echelu Lasis, B'mei Achashvei Shoysa Kabbalah, V'kibala Yehudim, he says like this, Kizeh Shekdim Nasil Nishim Batan Torah, Hayim Ipnei, page 14, Kof Alim Harka Gigis, was the mountain over their head, which is Gilu Mumaylik, we learned. That was a revelation of Kedusha from above that gave the Yidden the ability to say Nasav and Ishma. Ubimei HaChashverish. Hoysa Kabbalah Mitzad Atzmam. But in Purim, the Yidden did it not because of revelation from above, but it came from within. So he said, Yishleimar Shamunah the Yisrael. The Amunah that the Yid has Mitzad Zeh. Shaneshama Shalamayla Rei Elokus. Amunah that comes from a reason is similar to the concept of Nasav and Ishma B'matan Torah Mitzad Gilu D'Lamayla. The Rebbe says like this: the Gilu of Nasav and Ishma was a revelation from above. Because he saw the revelation from above, that stimulated the Nasav and Ishma. So that's like the lower level of Amunah that comes, page 14 in these copies, that comes from the Amunah because the Neshama sees Elokus. But Vizeh should be Machashverish Hoysa Kabbalah Mitzad Atzmam. But this, in the days of Achashverish, the Yidden accepted it without this Gili from above, because Nizgal is Kashas Belukus. Because then it was revealed this connection in Elukus. Shamitzad Etzem Anishama. His Kashas Atzmi is Shamitzad Etzem Etziyusa. It's not coming because of an external level that because they see Elokus or because Kof Aleim Harki Gigis. Purim happened from the Neshama because of itself, meaning because the Neshama, like the Rebbe explained before, is Elokus, so therefore the Neshama has this deep Amunah in Elokus. But Prat Yisrael said, in more detail, you can say like this: Shagam begili etzem and Neshama. Even in the Gili of essence of the Neshama, there's two inyanim. Okay? He said, Matan Torah was not the Gili of the Etzem. Purim was the Gili of the Etzem. And now the Rebbe says, in Purim itself, there's two levels of Gili of the Etzem. One is Gili Etzem and Neshama being Yishleimar. I'm sorry, the Gili Etzem and Neshama being Mesiras Nefesh. The Gili of the essence of the Neshama. Okay, what's the Rebbe saying, explaining here? The Rebbe is explaining that Mesiras Nefesh kosis creates more, and kosis of complacency creates more. And the Rebbe is explaining that Mesiras Nefesh is not as great, more revelation as complacency. She says why? Because when it comes to Mesiras Nefesh, yesh leimar shebenegei lekochos hageluyim. As far as the revealed level is made of in us, it's like something additional. It's not the real essence. Why? You see clearly, and the Rebbe explains it with the, so to speak, a motion. Not a motion, with the concept. There are many people when they're in places like Russia, where they had unbelievable Mesiras Nefesh for Torah mitzvahs, they had Mesiras Nefesh for an extended period of time, for many years. Yet, but when they came to countries where Torah mitzvahs you were free, like America, you don't notice the same level of Mesiras Nefesh that they had from before. Their meaning, this they had Mesiras Nefesh for many, many years. Because they had, like we said before, more the essence of the neshama, but the revealed powers didn't change. In other words, like this, the Rebbe says, if its essence, it should be equal in every place and every time. The fact that these Jews that have Mesiras Nefesh had more Mesiras Nefesh in the time of Russia, right, than they did in the time of freedom, shows that the Mesiras Nefesh that they had didn't permeate the revealed powers, because if it did permeate the revealed powers, they would have the same level of Mesiras Nefesh anywhere and wherever and any time. Because this that the essence of the neshama is the essence even of the revealed powers of Seichel and Midas, is their essence whatever. The Rebbe is explaining that Mesiras Nefesh is the gili of the essence. And that level doesn't permeate the Kochos HaGeluyim, because the essence is not the Kochos HaGeluyim. Whatever. V'agili the etzem and neshama. But the second level of gili etzem and neshama, the shebezeh hu nishbar v'nitka mizeh shu nimtze begolus, from the mere fact that he's in golus, is shegam Kochos HaGeluyim shalei. Kochos HaGeluyim is one with the essence. In other words, like this. The Rebbe says, what bothers the person in Golus? What's the causes of Golus? That Elokus is not revealed all over the world. That means that he doesn't have Seichel of Elokus, Midas of Elokus, Machshava Dibur Ma'is of Elokus all over the world. Yeah? The fact that it bothers him that Elokus is not revealed in all those aspects shows that essential ma'or of the neshama, which is one with God, one with Hashem, is affecting even the revealed powers of the person from the mere fact that Elokus is not revealed. Mesiras Nefesh that the Jews had in Russia, let's say, for Yiddishkeit, so it didn't permeate their very being, because in places of freedom, they didn't have that same level of Mesiras Nefesh. Whatever it's kolkach. They had, but not the same level of Mesiras Nefesh that they had in Russia. Why? Because that level of the neshama didn't permeate even the open, revealed powers of the person. When it came to Azay and Nitandish, it can't be any other way we're going to fight Yiddishkeit. That came from the essence, but not the way it permeated thought, speech, and action, Seichel and Midas, because if it did, they would have that same level of Mesiras Nefesh even in freedom. But when a person in the time of freedom is bothered from the mere fact that Elokus is not revealed into the revealed powers of the world, and what's really oppressed by it and depressed from it, so to speak, is because that permeates even the revealed powers need to have Elokus. And therefore it's a deeper level of Etzem and Neshama. Not only is it revealing the essence, but not the Keich Segeluyim, but it even permeates the revealed powers of the person, that what bothers him, Elokus is not revealed.
Rabbi, the revealed powers are at low level, or they're high level?
The revealed powers compared to what? Compared to the essence, it's not the essence. Essence is not describable. Etzem built in the Shtana, built in the Chalik. The essence doesn't change. Yeah? The fact that Mesiras Nefesh changed one time more, one time less, is not the real essence of the Neshama. Yeah, Mesiras Nefesh reveals a power of the Neshama that, like we said, Azay and Nitandish, it has to be Yiddishkeit and there's no other way out. That reveals the essence of the Neshama. But the way the essence of the Neshama is as essence of the Neshama. But to say the essence permeates the revealed powers, that it didn't and doesn't, and because if it did, they would have the same level of Mesiras Nefesh. But a guy that's in freedom and is bothered to the core that Elokus is not revealed in the revealed powers of the person, that brings out that the way the essence is one with the revealed powers of the person. It permeates even the revealed powers of the person. I'll give you another simple mashal. We mentioned this in the past, yeah? Believe it or not, there are bochum that like to learn, and there are bochum that like to go all in Kedusha, mifsoim. You got mifsoim guys, and you got learning guys. Not always they're the same, okay? So, when the Rebbe would speak about learning, the learners got all excited. The Rebbe spoke about mifsoim, the mifsoim guys got all excited, yeah? If somebody is really connected to the Rebbe and really wants what the Rebbe wants, by him should be no difference if it's learning or mifsoim, because both are what the Rebbe wants him to do. So he wouldn't get more excited by learning versus mifsoim, and the mifsoim guy won't get more. We're normal. I mean, it's halavai. We should have those levels, you know. That the Rebbe said to us, so we learn. But it should be the same enthusiasm. If the Rebbe says either one because you want to connect to the Rebbe, so then what's the difference if he's saying A or B? If A connects you and B connects you, why are you more excited about A than you would be about B? Obviously, because in your revealed powers, you happen to like A, and this guy happens to like B. But it shows it not a real hiskashrus. If it's be a real hiskashrus, a real connection, there wouldn't be any different. Whatever the Rebbe demands, the person would do it the same chayas, and the same excitement. When Jews in Russia had Mesiras Nefesh, is because of Kosis, and because the government said no, so we're going to torture you. That brings out a certain essential power, Etzem and Neshama, that the Neshama says, okay, that's it, Mesiras Nefesh, and there's nothing else about it. But yet, that didn't change when there's no oppression anymore. It changed. When there's no oppression, that level is not revealed. Now, if that level is not revealed, that shows it's not really emes, it's not really the real essence, because the essence is the essence of the revealed powers too. But when a person with the revealed powers is upset that the essence of Elokus is not revealed in the world, that means it affects even the revealed powers of the person.
That means Mashiach.
Well, that's a deeper level. And like I said before, the Rebbe is not dealing with the generation of Mesiras Nefesh. The Rebbe is dealing with the Mesiras Nefesh of complacency of Golus.
Is there really such thing as being more in sync with your essence because Mashiach is not here?
That's what
Rather
the Rebbe
than- I
is
know,
saying.
rather
Not
than-
because it's not here, that it bothers us.
It bothers us that he's not here.
Right.
Than the guy that was holding on to Yiddishkeit with tooth and nail under oppression. It just seems like those guys were a lot more,
What?
a lot stronger about their Yiddishkeit than we are. Just saying. I know everything he just
So
said.
why
for the
didn't
past
they
5
have
years.
the same level here?
Why did they have so much strength, so much power? In oppression.
Because there was a
We
Gili of
don't have
Etzem and
that-
Neshama.
We're not as serious about their Yiddishkeit as they were under oppression.
Because that
I'm just
Mesidas
saying-
Nefesh brought out Kosis. That Kosis brought out the Mesidas Nefesh of the essence.
Right, so how come-
But the Rebbe is explaining there's a second level. Let's see what he says like this. The Zesh Etzem and Neshama, Vatsir the Keiches and Dum Shnei Onyanim. Why is the essence and the revealed powers two separate things? He says like this. V'shegam Etzem and Neshama Mugderes Begeder. Remember we learned like that. Let me just give it a... Infinite is also limited that it's infinite and not finite. Right? So even though it's infinite, but in a certain respect, it's limited that it's not infinite. Essence is not revealed powers. So in essence is also limited, like he says, Shigam Etzem and Neshama, even the essence, Mugderes Begeder, is limited. That what's Begeder Shelo is L'mayla Mitzir Keiches. So even the essence is really limited because its essence not revealed. Avo Mitzad Etzem and Neshama, the way it is, I'll explain in a second, the way it is all the way up in the essence of Hashem, Hapshit is the Neshama, the essence of the Neshama, and the Tzir Keiches Shelo is all one. Meaning like this, real infinite, remember we said this, there's finite, there's infinite. Now, finite is limited, obviously. Infinite is limited that it's not finite. But Hashem is not finite, he's not infinite. He's both. And in that level, finite and infinite are the same. Correct? Now, the first level of Etzem and Neshama that Rebbe says is limited, let's use the marshal, that it's infinite. But therefore, if it's infinite, it can deal with the finite powers of Seichel and Midas. Because it's infinite, and this is finite. This is essence, and this is Gilui. But if you look at the Neshama, the way it is rooted in the essence of Hashem, which is above both, then infinite is not infinite, finite is not finite, essence is not essence, revealed powers are not revealed powers, both come together. And the Rebbe says that level of the Neshama, that essence of the Neshama, is the level of the essence of the Neshama that's not even limited, that it's the essence and not the revealed powers. Mesidas Nefesh brings out the level of the essence of the Neshama that doesn't necessarily affect the revealed powers of the Neshama. Therefore, the revealed powers of the Neshama, when they come to a free country, they don't have that same level of Mesidas Nefesh. But Kosis of Golus, complacency, brings out, that I've explained, the essence of the Neshama, not stam the essence of the Neshama. The way the essence of the Neshama is rooted in the essence of Hashem, which is above essence and keiches and infinite and finite and everything, that level of the Neshama is revealed by Kosis of Golus. So basically, the Rebbe is revealing, he's revealing, got to take it though, the revealing this level of the Neshama, not the essence of the Neshama, but the way the essence of the Neshama is rooted in the essence of Hashem, which is above essence and revelations and infinite and finite, and that level of the Neshama the Rebbe is revealing within us. The Mordechai of the generation.
We have to do is be sad that we're still in Golos.
Be bothered, not sad.
Bitter.
Be bothered. Yeah, that's not bitter. To be bothered to the extent that it bothers us. It bothers me, but we move on. It's like...
Well, you gotta move on.
No, I mean, you have, I know you gotta live, right? I understand. But sometimes, God forbid, tragedy happens, and everybody says, "Oh, yeah, it bothers them." Meanwhile, they eat, they sleep, and life goes on. And something really bothers you, you don't sleep, you don't eat, right? Yeah, I'm not saying they're liars. That bothers them, yeah. But if it would bother them to the core, then they wouldn't be able to eat and sleep.
They would stop living.
Okay, that's not what Hashem wants. That's what Hashem wants us to do.
Right.
Like they asked the Rebbe, if Mashiach's coming, why does he want us to buy houses and buy institutions and make plans for the future if Mashiach's coming? The Rebbe said one thing has nothing to do with the next. Life has to go on. We have to live. At the same time, there was a one word answer from the Rebbe once by dollars. It was on Living Torah once. Somebody asked the Rebbe, it's remarkable, you come along to a guy, is Mashiach coming today? For sure. Okay, let's bet. Yeah? It's not going to happen. The Rebbe, somebody asked the Rebbe, is Mashiach coming today? Yeah, it's with dollars. Is Mashiach coming today? The Rebbe said, I believe that he could. The Rebbe didn't say Mashiach's coming today. The Munim B'Yis Mashiach means, I believe he could come today. But therefore we need to go out. We need to do things. It's a phenomenal answer what the Rebbe explained. The Rebbe clarified the whole issue of B'Yis Mashiach. It's not that, okay, if I make you a bet, Mashiach's going to come, $1,000 bet. And if you don't make the bet, it doesn't mean you don't believe in Mashiach. Right? Or like there's a Shaila and Allah about buying life insurance. Is that lacking emunah? It's all true. The Moshe said there's from the Rebbe about it. Whatever. There's a lot of, but the Rebbe says belief in Mashiach means that he could come today. I really firmly believe he can come today. And if he's not coming today, it really bothers me. To the extent it bothers me.
And that should translate into doing a little bit more Torah mitzvahs.
Correct.
That's the let out. That's the outlet for.
Right. So he says, "V'alpizei shleimar, the b'chinas amar the neshama, shem is galus idea and mesiras nefesh." The lower level, so to speak, which is also pretty great. The lower level, which is revealed through mesiras nefesh, that's the essence of the neshama. The way it's limited, that it's not the gilui, that is essence. B'chinas amar the neshama, shem is galus idea in the kosus. Mizashanim so megos from the mere fact that we're in Golus, that's the Gilui Etzem and Neshama, the way it's rooted in the essence of Hashem. Meaning, Mesiras Nefesh reveals the power of the Neshama the way it is essence, but it's limited in essence. This level reveals the Neshama the way it's above essence and above powers, and it's in the essence of Hashem, which is above infinite, finite essence, power, and everything else. Oh my God, it's late. Okay.